Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. Traditional way of walking through to a world championship level. You'll pick them up along the way, and if you're world-class material, this should be nothing to you. But remember, he's done it before and failed. So he's got to make sure he breaks through that seal to get to the bigger diamonds right in the front of him.
He threw a punch and just got countered. He blocks that right hook. Some spaceman for spaceman. He's been dropped. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. He's been... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A lot of effort being exerted here. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter is spending a lot of energy in this round. Catch and shoot. Nice stop, but that won't score. Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? You've heard the old phrase. Here we go to the 4th round. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Why weren't they covering up? How is this fight still continuing? Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Foundate now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
His stamina is off the charts. And Spaceman goes down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. That'll be it. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And they'll wave it off now. It's a knockout win over Spaceman. And look at that shot to the head. And there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's lights out right there. Are you okay? You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Heavyweight, nigga. Yeah. Had to fight that joker twice. He beat me the first time. I said, hold up. I'm glad they let me fight him again. I didn't even know I took his belt because it wasn't even posted on his second fight. Yeah, he was still a champion and belt holder. But I had an idea that I was still him. So, well, you get that, nigga. Stop playing. right now.
I'm Todd Grisham, and how about this video? What a pleasure. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. A beautiful left uppercut. Nice counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. So here is the champ defending the title yet again. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Just misses with the right uppercut. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Catch and shoot. Good counter punch. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. There's the bell to start round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. They both want a highlight reel knockout. That counter shot lands.
He knocked his opponent almost out of the ring. That's what you call stamping your authority. So if you're getting in there with him tonight, you've got to make sure, you know what? I've got to make sure I've got a landing mat, because this is going to be a tough night tonight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The straight right just misses. A lot of effort being exerted here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell. And there's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. Those counter punches have to hurt. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Blocks that left hook. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. With this fighter is, has he punched himself out? And he scores with the counter. Good counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time. There's the bell for round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Cardio was put. Time for the 5th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter. trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The defense failed them. That was the moment.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The stamina is off the charts. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. And down goes the Ogre. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down.
This is the beginning of round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Going to punch himself out, though. Big hook throw, and the Ogre goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Whoa, wait a minute. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as...
Fucking robbed me. What's his eye? Wasn't no draw.